Hi, welcome back to my channel, Everywhere Under the Moon. I have this fun little thing that's a cloud, and this part is supposed to be a moon, but you can't really see it very well because of the way the light is. I thought it would be fun. I'm doing something a little different this week. I want to rate all of the hikes that I have done so far since 15 months ago I started going on the road. I have a list of 22 of them here. I know there's a couple more that I did. There's like little ones that I did not include, but most of these have like full length vlog videos to go with them that you can see on my channel. I am actually in one place right now. I'm at my lovely mom's house for the holiday season, so I'm back in Raleigh, North Carolina, which is really exciting. So this is a somewhat extensive list of all of the hikes I've done since I decided to live on the road. And they're not all in order, they pretty much are. There's 2 or 3 of them that I haven't made full hike or vlog videos for yet, so you can look forward to those coming out at some point. Honestly, all of the hikes I've taken since I left North Carolina in September of 2023 have been magnificent, marvelous, awesome. I am always in awe when I see any kind of overlook. If you have watched any of my videos previously, you know that. So there's really no way I could rank these without being funny about it. So this is just kind of a list of me being facetious about the hikes that I've taken and ranking them out of 10. Okay, so we're starting off with the first one. This is the first hike I ever did while I was like out on the road by myself. This was in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This one is super easy because I stayed out overnight. So I hiked out for 3 hours, stayed out overnight, and then ended up hiking for like 8 to 12 hours, something insane the next day. So I'm ranking this one 15 out of 10, 1 point for each hour that I was out on that trail. Next, we have White Rocks Overlook in the Cumberland Gap, which is between Tennessee, Virginia, and Kentucky. 0 out of 10. It was a super hard trail to walk up, and it was kind of dark. Also, it was extremely scary that night. Had the most terrifying night camping out there, but plus 6 points for the morning because White Rocks Overlook was actually super beautiful and very solitary. So that one gets a 6 out of 10 altogether. Next, we have my hike near Nashville, Tennessee in Long Hunter State Park. 10 out of 10 for being flat the whole way, but -6 because it was raining. The Lighthouse Trail in Palo Duro Canyon, Texas. 6 out of 10 for being a regular, nice trail. -5 points because I lost my AirPods. And plus 2 points because I found them and they weren't that damaged. And plus another 2 points because there actually was a rock that pretty much looked like a lighthouse. Next, we have the Midlife Crisis Trail near Phoenix, Arizona. -10 out of 10 on the way up. It was so hard, so much incline, so much sun, almost no shade. 9 out of 10 on the way down, which leaves us with -1 out of 10, but I'm adding 5.5 points for the beautiful boulder that I found along the way. So that brings us to a grand total of 4.5 out of 10. Now we're to Sedona, Arizona, where I did the A.B. Young Trail. 0 out of 10 because of the exposure on the way up, and it was so difficult to climb up all of those rocks. And then +2 for all of the flowers and the birds at the top. That one's a 2 out of 10. Twin Peaks in Utah, in the Twin Peaks Wilderness. I think the trail was actually called the Lake Blanche Trail. 10 out of 10 because it was Utah, but I'm minusing 3 points for there being a peak that I couldn't climb at the top of it. So that leaves us with 7 out of 10. Then we have the Lake Las Vegas Overlook. I did this trail 3 times, once in October and 2 times in March of this past year. 3 out of 10 because a lake in Vegas, that doesn't exist. And who wants to see the skyline of Vegas anyways? It's not even that interesting. +2 for the scorpion that I saw, and +5 for the first time I went there because I was with a friend. And hiking with a friend always leaves you with a perfect 10 out of 10. The 49 Palms Oasis Trail in Joshua Tree National Park in California. 2 out of 10 because there were way more than 49 palms. I did count. Then, also in Southern California, we have the Zonja Peak Trail. 6 out of 10 for being a regular, nice, cool trail. +2 for adding up the challenge that I had to do by me accidentally taking a mountain biking trail. And another +1 for my phone dying and me having to kind of like find my way back to the parking lot in the dark. The Burbank Peak Trail in LA. 10 out of 10. This is my favorite trail. I can't even joke about it. It's so fun. There's always beautiful sunset views. You can see all of LA. You can see the Pacific Ocean. I saw a snake What more could you want? Now we are headed into 2024. So all the rest of these trails I did from January 2024 through like November 2024. The Triple Falls Trail near Asheville, North Carolina. This is an absolute 10 out of 10. Unfortunately, it's probably not that much of a trail anymore after Hurricane Helene. I haven't been over there, but it was just such a winter wonderland. It was beautiful. Mountain Creek Nature Trail. This was the one I did in F.D. Roosevelt State Park in Georgia. It gets a 10 out of 10 because it's the only trail I've ever done in Georgia, but -2 points because I did not get to camp there overnight and it would have been the perfect spot to camp. So that gets an 8 out of 10. Now we have Guadalupe Mountain Trail in Guadalupe Mountains National Park. 10 out of 10 because it was a winter wonderland and it was snowing, but I'm taking 5 points away because of how many times I fell on the way down on the snow and the ice. Seven Falls Trail near Tucson, Arizona. 7 out of 10, one for each falls and also for each of the water crossings that I got to do. They were super fun. The Cathedral Spires Trail. This was from my video last week. 10 out of 10 for the name. Super cool. Also 10 out of 10 for the fog. It was amazing, but I am taking 5 points away because the fog was really scary and I was super scared. So that's a 5 out of 10 altogether. Now we have a trail that I haven't put out a video for yet. It's the Chimney Rock Trail in Maryland. There is also a Chimney Rock, North Carolina, but this is like a specific trail near Thurmont, Maryland. I did this trail like 5 different times this year. It was awesome. I kept coming back to it. So it gets an 11 out of 10 because I did it so many times. And also because there's a vulture that's like usually sitting at the top and you can do cool, fun rock climbing. Sky Meadows Trail. It's in Sky Meadows State Park in Northern Virginia. This trail I am going to put a video out on next week. It is one of my favorite trails I've ever done. It gets 10 out of 10 because of grass and mountains, and that's all I need to say about it. It's probably going to be one of my favorite videos I ever put out though, because the footage I got from it was just so amazing. Now we have my hike in Acadia National Park. 8 out of 10 for not having to go all of the way up. Love that, to be able to see any kind of views. And +1 point for being able to see the Atlantic Ocean. That's 9 out of 10. Apple Stream Trail in Baxter State Park. This one gets an 11 out of 10 because of the mushrooms, the vibrant colors. It was just like a beautiful fall fairy wonderland. I ran into the Appalachian Trail. I could see Mount Katahdin out in the distance. It was so beautiful. I can't even joke about this one either. It was so gorgeous. Also in Baxter State Park, Mount Katahdin. This is like the trail that I did in early October, and it gets a 0 out of 10 because I never made it to the top. So it was a totally useless hike. Lastly, we have Chimney Top, not Chimney Rock, North Carolina, not Chimney Rock in Maryland, but Chimney Top in West Virginia. This one is, I give it a 10 out of 10 for being able to see a bald eagle and all the rock formations that I just never seen. But I am minusing 9 points for the last 0.8 miles to the top because they were grueling and I shouldn't have had to do that to see those beautiful views. So overall, that gets a 1 out of 10. Wow, I thought this video was going to take me a little bit longer to record. It might be a little spliced together since I'm not used to like having to be on camera for very long periods of time. So yeah, those are all the hikes that I did in the past 15 months. As I look through the list again, like with serious eyes instead of funny eyes, I wouldn't have traded any of these experiences I had. Thanks if you've been following along. It's pretty cool. I have so many new things coming in the new year. So have a good rest of your holiday season and Happy New Year. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.